the beginning of the short film, we are introduced to Gosia, a young woman who lives in a small and remote village, far from the city. Her beauty is undeniable, and she is beginning her stage of youth. She lacks friends and is completely unaware of the concept of physical pleasure. She has no idea that satisfaction can even be found by touching herself. Later on, we are introduced to the mother of Gosia. They are the only members of their household. The next morning, Gosia gets up and heads to the barn, where she takes the cows out to graze in the forest. After letting them graze, she sits beside a dog. Next, she takes off her clothes and slips into a nearby lake to bathe. Suddenly, she feels that someone is secretly watching her. When she turns her gaze and notices no one, she begins to question whether it is her imagination. Gosia lies down and allows herself to enjoy the clear sky, but she notices a shadow and senses someone's presence. Because of this, she cannot rest deeply that night. When her mother realizes that she has stayed awake until late, she asks her the reason. Gosia does not answer properly because she is worried about the changes in her body, and it is extremely embarrassing for her to talk about it with her mother. Next day, Gosia returns to the forest with the cows, sits down, and begins to stroke her face with the flowers. Suddenly, in the distance, she spots a man painting in the middle of the forest. Surprised by his presence, she approaches to strike up a conversation with him. He suggests that she sit nearby, showing her the works he has made, which astonishes Gosia even more. When she notices that in all the paintings she appears depicted naked. When she realizes that her body is being portrayed, she faints. The man revives her by offering her water, and when she regains consciousness, he asks her, "Do you live here?" Gosia answers, "Yes." Then, the two of them begin a long conversation. During the conversation, Gosia asks him for his address, to which he responds, "I do not have a fixed place to stay. I travel and draw, staying wherever I feel comfortable." As he speaks, he moves closer to Gosia and begins to caress her body. She enjoys his touch, but when she feels ashamed, she runs away. Although she returns home, she cannot stop thinking about the man and longs to see him again, wishing to experience his touch once more. Next day, she returns to the same place, undressing in the hope that he will come back. Nevertheless, she sees no one. After some time, she hears the man's voice and approaches him, as he is sitting among bushes, drawing. He sees her, he says, "I saw you were looking for me, so I called you," while he shows her a drawing. Gosia is thrilled when she sees the painting, and she asks him, "Why do you only draw paintings of me naked? You are very beautiful, your face, your body, and your hands are equally beautiful." Next, he asks her, "Do you know what your young body desires?" "No, I do not know anything about that." Then the man shows her a photograph where she appears completely naked. Gosia likes the image and says, "I always feel as if someone were watching me secretly. Is it you?" He answers yes. Later, he asks Gosia to strip completely naked. Upon hearing this, she does it without hesitation, and together they enjoy the moment. Gosia feels immensely happy to have met the man. It seems that her life has taken a turn. Nighttime anxiety fades away, and she learns to enjoy the present. However, her mother begins to suspect her daughter's passionate behavior. Gosia begins to fall in love with the man. Day after day, they enjoy each other's company, immersing themselves in thoughts of one another both upon waking and when going to sleep. In addition to his love, he teaches Gosia about how to carry herself in the world, how to communicate with others, how to sit, eat, and much more. He also gives her new clothes that she loves. In one of their talks under a tree, the man tells her, "I have taught you well. I have passed everything on to you. If you wish to know more, you must read this book. It is a text that can awaken physical desire in anyone." Gosia replies, "I do not know how to read." He assures her, "Everything is explained with images. You will understand everything as soon as you see it." Later, Gosia takes the book home and begins to explore its pages. When she hears her mother's voice, she quickly hides the book, but her mother notices that she is hiding something. When she asks her about it, Gosia assures her that she found the book in the forest. Her mother scolds her, saying, "Do not lie, I know that you meet with a man there every day." Gosia denies her mother's words, but she insists, "If you are pregnant, I will not forgive you, and I will not let you go into the forest for that." Gosia gets angry, but chooses not to argue. Her mother says, "This Sunday we'll go to church. You'll have the chance to confess them to your father." On Sunday, they arrive at church. There, Gosia opens up to her father, confessing, "I know I shouldn't have done all this, but I can't help myself." Hearing this, her father tells her mother, Gosia is still young and has just entered adulthood. At her age, people often make mistakes. You should take her to the doctor to check whether she is pregnant. And, trusting her father, Gosia's mother takes her to the doctor. After examining her, the doctor shocks them both by saying Gosia is still a virgin and nobody has been with her. This means that, up to that moment, no one had touched Gosia. But what is it that Gosia has really done? That night, while she sleeps, the man returns and wakes her with a kiss. When she sees him, she says, "I want you to always be by my side." He replies, "I am here. I will not go anywhere, nor will I leave you." With those words, he disappears. In reality, that strange man was not real. Everything we have witnessed up to now is a projection of Gosia's imagination. She has just entered adolescence, and as a consequence, feelings of desire have begun to sprout within her. Finding herself alone, she began to imagine these situations. Sometimes desire does not come from outside, but awakens from the deepest part of the soul. Gosia did not find a man, she found a part of herself that longed to be discovered. What do you think? Leave your interpretation in the comments, or if not, choose one of these videos.